Morning! Morning everyone, great to see you all. Happy Monday motivation as always, every Monday morning at 8 a.m. So for those of you that haven't been on here before, I'm Nikki Thomas, a career success coach and podcast host of Winning in Work, which is coming soon. Coming so soon. It's taking so much longer than I thought it was going to take. But hey, it's one of those things, right? You can only go as fast as the equipment and software will let you. So today we're going to talk about a really important topic which Lisa Marriott put forward. So she was saying that the importance of being authentic at work, and and it started to really question, is it a good thing? Is it okay for us to be who we really are at work? Or should we be somebody else? Should we be a leader? Should we be a manager? Should we be in charge? And when we're in charge, do we drop who we are, or do we become a bigger version of who we are? Really interesting sort of topic, and it'd be really good to know, what do you believe when you're at work? Do you believe to be authentic? And I say authentic, I don't mean that the opposite authenticity is faking it, but what do you think is important in the workplace? Do you put on a mask, for instance, to be a little bit more professional, or do you bring your whole self to work? And Google actually are a big company to say, bring your whole self to work. And they've suffered quite badly from it. Initially, everyone was great. They loved it. It meant bring yourself into work, bring your whole self into work, so everyone skips through the door. But as they started, they realised that bringing your whole self to work means that you bring all your emotions with you too, all your baggage you also bring to work. And so they had to work through that. And that was one of the biggest problems that Google had actually when they first started out. Everyone wanted to work there because it was, they had chefs on site and it was such a great workplace. But by bringing your whole self into work means that you bring all your baggage as well. And one of the things that we work on in the Winning in Work philosophy is that you should not be basing your happiness on a single thing. It should not be the employer's job to make you happy. It's your employer's job not to make you unhappy. So when you think about it like that, you've got to ask yourself, how much of your real self can you bring into work every day? Now, you don't need to act like a great leader to be a great leader. If you think back to who has inspired you in your workplace, it hasn't really been the people that are putting on an act. It hasn't been the people that you see as a leader. It's usually the people that have a little bit of empathy, a little bit of compassion. It's usually the people that you can see their true selves, but they take a step back from being too emotional. And I think that's actually one of the big things, is that it's not saying that you need to be somebody else to be a leader. You need to believe in yourself. You need to have that confidence to be who you are within the limit. So, for instance, a lot of people, you cannot use being authentic for bad behaviour, going in angry or grumpy and just saying that's how I feel today. I'm just going to be my authentic true self. That's not going to work. Okay, that is not okay. You've also got to remember that you're working with other people, like as a family, like at home. You've got to keep your emotions in check. So if someone is pissing you off at work, fine, but you don't need to tell them to their face. You just be true to yourself. And when I say be true to yourself, that means that your core values, your core beliefs, your personal values need to be considered in this. So when I say about being happy at work, what I mean is that the onus is on you for this one. So please do not think that you can, you go into work, you choose a job that maybe you're not 100% happy with, but you choose this job, you go in every day and you get really grumpy because it's against your core values and your core beliefs, and then you take it out on your work colleagues because you're unhappy. That's not okay. That is not, you saying I'm being honest with how I feel. No, you've put yourself into a bad situation and you need to accept that. But another way of looking at it is that if you want to be true to yourself and you want to live by your core belief system, which can be anything. It can be honesty. It could just be that you want to work with people that are authentic too. If that's what you want from the workplace, then you have to choose that for you, and you need to make sure that you apply for a job that is true to you. You need to make sure that your job, the job that you apply for, the job that you go in every single day, is in line with your own personal values. And once you've got that, everything else will start to fall into place around you, because when you are in a job that is linked to your core values, you are authentic because you're being true to yourself. You've chosen a job that's true to you, so you are true as a person. There's no point in faking it, because you chose the job to your values. And the problem that so many people have at the moment is that they don't. People apply for jobs so that they can win jobs, and that's the way that people look at it. They want to be winning in work, but that's not really winning, because you're being somebody else. If you go into the workplace and that's not the workplace for you, but you're pretending to be somebody else, well then you're not actually winning in work at all. Nothing good is coming out of this situation because you're trying to be something that you're not. And that's not the idea of work. What you need to do is make sure that you apply for a job that you want to be in, make sure that job links in with your values, and then you can be your authentic self because you're happy being who you truly are. So give it some thought and think about your day-to-day job at the moment. Do you go into work every day feeling like you can be yourself? And as I say, be yourself, but within reason. Right? This does not mean that you can turn up on day one miserable and say, well, I'm just being my true self. That's not being your true self. That's you being unhappy. And you've made that choice. And I say when you make that choice, you have made the choice every day to be happy or sad. If your work is not lighting you up and not making you happy, then you need to make the decision on what you're going to do about it. So, one of the things is that being authentic at work, it leads to influencing others. When you're an authentic leader, when you're an authentic person and you're enjoying your job and you're aligned with what job you want to be doing, you automatically become a better leader. You are influencing others because people want to be around you. So as I say, have a think about where you are in your job journey and your career journey right now. Are you feeling authentic to your role? Do you feel that you are your true self? And if not, why not? Write them in the comments below. I'm happy to have a conversation with you about them. Why aren't you feeling authentic in your role right now? Why do you feel like you're putting on a mask? Why do you feel like you have to be somebody else? And as I say, you don't have to be emotional about it. You don't have to, come in and tell everyone that you're having a bad day, but you do need to figure out if you are being who you really are. Would your friends see you at work and go, oh yeah, same person? Or would they go, who the hell is that? You've got to ask yourself that. And the same with trying to jump above other people or try and, pull other people down. Is that who you really are? Because if that's who you really are, you need to sort yourself out. And if it's not, then don't feel like you can do it in the workplace. People in the workplace are human just the same way that people on the street are human. So I hope it's given you some things to think about. And the most important thing is you should be in a job that you feel comfortable in. You should be in a job that you feel valued. You should be in a job that you feel aligned with your own value system. And you should be in a job that you feel that you can be your true self in. If for any reason that none of these things are actually happening, let me know, because I can actually help you on this one and we can work through it. But, put a comment in the bottom, write something in the comments is probably what I should be saying. And we can work through it together, because everyone should be feeling like they can come into work and use the Google terminology, be your true self at work, bring your full self into work. You should be able to feel that you can do that. So I hope it's helped. I hope it's given you some Monday motivation to think about. To the people that have just come online just now, I'd say watch the replay because I've just finished up now. But have a really, really wonderful day. Happy Monday, and see you all in the week. See you soon.